This next exercise that we're going to practice is called a hamstring curl. And the exercise is focusing on the muscle in the back of the upper leg to help strengthen that muscle. What we'll do is place our hands on the back of a chair, or you might want to use the counter if you're in the kitchen, just somewhere that you can place your hands and have that stability while you're standing on one leg. We're going to bring one foot back and just place the ball of the foot on the floor, standing up nice and tall as we do with all of the standing exercises. And as you breathe out, lift your heel and bring the heel towards the buttock. And you should feel that muscle tighten up, and then just bring the toes back down onto the floor. So we're going to repeat that exercise about 8 to 12 times on each leg. If you find that the exercise is quite challenging for you, another option is that you could alternate. So doing left leg, for example, 1 repetition, and then changing to the right leg, and then building up to maybe 2 on the right, 2 on the left, 4 on each leg, 8 on each leg when you're feeling a bit stronger, because you'll notice that the standing leg is also working pretty hard as well. Good. And relax that leg. Just walk the legs out a little bit, and then let's do the same thing on the other side. So bringing the foot back, lifting the heel towards the buttock, and lowering the leg, lifting the heel. And if you notice, my knee on that side is not moving forward. And you might also feel a stretch in the front of that thigh, which is your quadricep muscle getting a stretch as you lift the heel, which is a good thing as well. We always need to stretch out that muscle that often gets quite tight. So let's do a couple more. Last one. And bring the foot down, and then just walk the legs out. So the stretch that we're going to do for our hamstring muscles and the muscles of the buttocks, we're going to keep our hand on the back of the chair, place the heel of one foot out in front. We bend the knee slightly on the other leg, place your hand on the top of the hip, and we're going to hinge forward from the hips and let the hips move towards the wall behind us. So we're leaning forward from the hips rather than the waist, and we've got the toes lifted because we want to also include a nice calf stretch at the same time. So you should feel the muscles from the hip right down towards the ankle in the back of the leg when you do this one. And then coming back up to standing, bringing that leg back in, and let's do the same thing the other side. So the heel comes onto the floor, we sit the hips back, and you just notice that my other knee will bend slightly when we do that. Place the hand on the top of the thigh and just gently shift the hips back, lean forward from the hips at the same time until you feel that nice mild stretch in the back of the leg. It shouldn't feel too intense. If it does, come back up a little bit. If it feels difficult for this knee, take a bit of the bend out of the knee and make sure that the weight is in the heel of that foot. We should be able to wriggle our toes in that back foot. Good. And we stay there for about 10 to 20 seconds. Then we come back up, taking a breath in, bring the feet together and just walk the legs out. Well done, everyone.